To combat Delta, the government is supercharging alert level 4, starting with mandatory mask wearing from 11:59 tonight. And as political editor Tova O'Brien reports, if you break the rules, you break the law, and police have already started cracking down.
3, 2, 1.
Last night's lockdown countdown, Scarfy style. Dunedin students preparing to be on their best behaviour.
Making the most of it!
Preparing, but not committing until the precise strike of 11:59 p.m.
11:59 from Auntie Cindy.
11:59, we're going to bed.
Make sure to take it very seriously for 3 days.
And as sure as day follows night, lockdown follows Delta. The airy Armageddon-esque empty streets of level 4 are back, replacing the bustle of last night's busy bars and the supermarket scramble for some classic Kiwi necessities.
Give me a few beers and a few essentials.
Need to get my food, pretty much.
I'm enjoying an ice cream.
It's been more than a year since our last level 4. COVID was scary then. Now that we're dealing with Delta, it's terrifying. Terrifying, but beatable.
Level 4 restrictions are there to protect everyone and to make this lockdown as short as possible.
To keep it as short as possible, level 4 is being supercharged. From 11:50 tonight, everyone over 12 years old must wear a mask when visiting or working in essential services. Places like supermarkets, pharmacies, petrol stations, cabs. Also public transport terminals, railway stations, bus stops. Masks are mandatory.
Please take responsibility for yourself and show care to others. You know, wearing a mask is an act of service to the people around you.
And if you don't show that care, you'll have to answer to the mask police. Literally.
A fine for not wearing a mask, and then if there's a direction to wear a mask and there's no reason why they're allowed to decline and they fail to follow that direction, an arrest is theoretically possible.
If you needed further convincing that police mean business, look at failed politician and conspiracy theorist Billy Te Kahika, one of 4 people arrested during an anti-lockdown protest in Auckland.
We just feel like everything's being pushed on to us.
You're either full of lies or full of truth. Simple.
Now get up, tell the truth, have some bloody balls.
Here's the truth, a basic fact. Breaking lockdown rules puts lives at risk. Delta is deadly.
But if we're looking at the tip of the iceberg, and with what we now know as the Delta variant, then, roughly speaking, we might be looking at 100 cases out there at the moment.
And police are taking it deadly serious too. The thin blue line just spread far thicker.
Are you treating this lockdown level 4 as a slightly more souped up version than last year's one?
Absolutely. We see how desperate the situation has become in other places.
So once again, desperate times call for desperate measures.
What I just ask everyone to do is to help us. We will get on top of this if everyone plays their part.
And although this lockdown is different, some things remain the same. COVID may be back, but so is the bear and its little dog too.
Tova, can we expect further tightening and changes to level 4?
Yeah, Mel, some form of mandatory QR scanning seems inevitable. The Cabinet has already discussed it, but it's not such a priority right now, given that most of the places that would be asked to scan into are probably shut down in lockdown. Mandatory mask wearing as well. The Prime Minister's signalled that some form of mandatory mask wearing could trickle down into those lower alert levels, so expect an announcement on that as well. And there could be some changes that make life easier for parents who are also essential workers. At the moment, they can't drop their kids off at school. That is tougher than last year's alert level 4 lockdown. So the Ministry of Education is getting in touch with home-based childcare providers to see if they can buddy up with some of those essential worker families. And I understand that Cabinet will make a call on that on Monday, regardless of any changes or decisions around alert levels. So this is kind of a morphing alert level 4 to keep up with the mutating COVID-19.
Live from Parliament, Tova O'Brien. Thank you.